How much do you get caught up in the hype of everybody's talking about Luka and Zion and their first meeting?
Understand it. You know, it's not, you know, super easy to get caught up in the hype and trying to figure out a way to stop that guy, you know, or just slow him down, you know, Zion. You know, his level of force and efficiency is just it's unprecedented for a player of that age, you know, that position. And so, you know, watching him is it's like a breathtaking experience, you know. So you got to have the kitchen sink ready to throw at him. Not easy. And, you know, there'll be a lot of people watching those two guys, for sure.
Is there any way to prepare a guy for that kind of strength, or you just sort of deal with it and get used to it as they play him?
Well, you know, when I was a young assistant when Shaq first came in the league, and I remember putting together pregame edits and having to be careful how much of the, you know, awesome force that you showed, because, you know, it was just, it looked dangerous playing against the guy, you know? I mean, you know, Zion's a little different because he is putting the ball on the floor more and things like that, but his dynamic ability to just go up and get the ball and dunk it, and second jump for putbacks and things like that, it's just something we haven't seen in many a year.
Coach, how have you seen the Pelicans change since Zion started playing with them?
They play with, you know, there's just a different level of energy and force, you know, and the way they move the ball and everything, and they keep him running around in different areas of the floor, and, you know, he'll drive it once, he'll go for a lob one time, he'll post up and drive it, and, you know, either score or kick it out to somebody for a three. You know, he's sometimes a ball handler in a pick and roll, which is, you know, not an easy situation with a small guy setting it. So, you know, it's just a very new set of challenges.
Kristaps coming off of being named Western Conference Player of the Week. What have you been most proud of as far as his progress has been concerned, with the way he's handled his transition here and now seeing his game flourish the way it has, especially during the second half?
Yeah, I'm really just extraordinarily pleased for him. I have a great deal of respect for the amount of work that he's put in over really two plus years now. And he's remained patient. You know, things were very up and down early on. They seemed, you know, they got a little more consistent, and then he missed 10 games. Then he came back and has worked his way back into it, and has gotten into a really great groove. And, you know, the player of the week is just a really nice validation for all the work and everything that he's done. And as this season has gone on, he has ramped up his daily work levels, you know, just to really prepare for each game and to try to keep building and keep building and keep building. You know, it would be easy for a young player like that to go the other way and think that rest was the most important thing, but he's really approached it, you know, very, very professionally, and he's obviously learned a lot about the process, and so it's great to see.
Rick, as Porzingis has gotten his legs under him, has your thinking on his post-ups changed at all?
You know, we play out of such a random style that, you know, when he gets in there, what we love are paint catches, and quick attacks. And he's done a great job of getting it in those situations and either attacking quickly, or if there isn't anything there, if there isn't a quick catch, he'll respace and we keep our spacing. So giving us a good balance. His spacing is something that's unreplaceable, and so the post ups, sometimes they come later in the clock, which is fine. And he's been really good on them in recent games, which is great to see.
What about Brandon Ingram's game has improved so much to where he's now an all-star this year, as opposed to what you've seen from his game in years past?
He's just raised the level of consistency. He is, more aggressive each year, and he's raised that to another even higher level this year. And his shooting efficiency is gotten better and better, and he's one of their real go-to guys out there too. And either in pick and rolls, isolations, and the way they play a style that's similar to what we do. When they play, the ball finds him in good situations, and he's really attacks well.
What is the outlook for Jalen currently?
How's he progressing?
Progressing. There's no specific timetable. It's going to be a week-to-week thing. In my view, that's not coming from the medical people, but that's how it's been presented to me. He's back on the floor, doing running and shooting, which is a great sign, but there's nothing imminent.
Rick, with 30 NBA teams traveling around, Rick, and the lifestyle being what it is, how much, if anything, have you talked to your players about the coronavirus or your medical team to them?
The NBA's done a great job of providing information, and it's our job to communicate that stuff to our players, because education of this is one of the most important things to understanding it and preventing it.
Rick, the fact that 3/4 of the way through the season, Luka's number of mid-range shots between the paint and the three-point line, it's virtually non-existent. Everything he's taken this year is paint or three-pointers. Is that something that he needed coaching or instruction to push him towards, or did his basketball instinct and kind of understanding what the game is, did he just naturally gravitate toward that stylistic?
Yeah, it's how he plays. It's been natural. There's been virtually no coaxing of him to avoid certain things. He has a great sense for the value areas of the floor and how to attack them.
Hey there, NBA fans. For exclusive NBA content, subscribe to Fanatics View YouTube down below.